Nnamdi Kanu's lawyers declared wanted, dropped charges not to challenge the court or the judiciary any further until the court feels Nnamdi Kanu is innocent. All right, my dear listeners, in fact, everybody is becoming very tired over this whole thing. Everybody is becoming tired and fed up over this whole thing. This is very, very unprofessional of our Nigerian courts, most especially the higher courts, as we all know. I must tell you that since the beginning of Nnamdi Kanu's trial, since it was being handled by Justice Omotosho, everything has been going smoothly, not until getting to the middle, Omotosho decide to, show his true self. You must agree with me that Ifeanyi Ejiofor and Barrister Mike Ezekweme has been the true counsel to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. They have been the one handling this very case from the beginning, and they have been achieving a great success. In this very broadcast, I will be exposing why they decided to take this case away from these two, because they were seeing these two as a big threat, and also the as a weapon to expose the criminals and also the detractors in the southeast. In fact, a lot happened anyway. Let me not bore you with too many stories so that you will hear it from the horse's mouth and how the whole thing happened. I will encourage you to please and stay with me. Go nowhere. Don't blink an eye. Try to follow up, as I will try my best to drop this information both in written and pictorially and also in videos. Now, let's go. Now, it was argued that the lawyer to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu successfully argued for Kanu's bail at the Federal High Court, Abuja, then in April 25th, 2017. That was the person of Ifeanyi Ejiofor, citing his health concerns and procedural rights. That is, Ifeanyi Ejiofor was actually the one that filed for this very health issue of the IPOB leader then in 2017. Now, citing his health concern and procedural rights. Now, Kanu was released from Kuje prison on strict conditions. Example, no public rallies. Okay, you see the conditions, marking a significant victory before his 2017 disappearance. Before he was granted that very, that very conditions and also that very right, he was given a condition that, okay, we are going to grant you this permission and opportunity to go out and have your treatment and all of you. But this is the condition. You must not, we repeat, you must not have any public, rally or any public, protest in the process. Now, two, Court of Appeal quashed terrorism. Now, this happened in 2022. What I'm showing you are reasons why these people decide to take this Nnamdi Kanu's trial away from them, from Ezekweme and Ejiofor. Now, case one. Ezekweme, as the lead counsel, with Ejiofor's support, secured a landmark ruling on October 13th, 2022 at the Court of Appeal, Abuja, which quashed all terrorism charges against Kanu. Now, the court held that Kanu's 2021 rendition from Kenya was illegal, violating international law and order. The court held that Kanu's 2021 rendition from Kenya was illegal, violating international law and order. It was Ezekume that actually won this very case for Nnamdi Kanu in 2022, and this was the main reason why the IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu was vindicated, dismissed, and acquitted by the court then in 2022. You can see that after he was declared free, acquitted, and set free, the Nigerian government, instead of them to adhere to the rule of law and the constitution that they claim that they are following, they decided to send the IPOB leader back to jail instead of them to proceed with the needfuls by getting him released as demanded by the courts. This is very, very unheard of. Now, number three reasons. Now, securing the interim injunctions against IPOB proscription. This one happened in 2018 when IPOB was proscribed. Now, the case was won by these people, by Ejiofor and Ezekume. You see, they are seeing these two as lions. So they are afraid that continuing with these people or giving these people that move to continue handling this Nnamdi Kanu's case, Nnamdi Kanu will quickly leave DSS detention. Now, this prescription of IPOB in 2018, the case was won. It was Ejiofor that won this case. Now, case one, Ejiofor led effort with Ezekume's later input to challenge the Nigerian government's 2017 designation of IPOB as a Boko organization. In 2018, they won interim injunctions at the Federal High Court, questioning the prescription, legality, and securing partial stay. You see, this very part was the part that actually vindicated IPOB as not being a Boko group, as the Nigerian government was actually tagging them to be by the Tinubu administration then. You see that? So because of this, they were now declared a non-proscribed group and given the go-ahead to continue with their struggle. So looking at this, they saw that these two have been winning all of these cases. If we continue with them in this way, these people will end up winning this case and also championing the trial of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I am not surprised because all these are happening because these people actually want Nnamdi Kanu to remain in prison. But God didn't allow it. Number 4, court ordered medical access for Kanu. The case was also won in 2023. Remember that the court gave Nnamdi Kanu to go ahead to go for his treatment. Nnamdi Kanu has always been winning his cases. At the end of the day, the so-called Nigeria, the one we call Nigeria, Animal Kingdom, we go against the same order and law which they claim that they are following. They will go against it. Hmm. The case was won. Ozekume and Ejiofor won this very case together. Yes, Ozekume and Ejiofor filed motions that resulted in court orders in 2023, compelling the Department of State Services (DSS) to grant Kanu access to independent medical examination due to his deteriorating health in custody. Now, let me tell you, you see this 2023, the case was won. The case was won. Now in 2025, this 2023 and 2025 are in correlation. The same thing demanded in 2023 is the same thing demanded in 2025. But in the case of 2025, the one of 2025 is attached with emergency. It's an emergency demand. This one is not an emergency demand. For you to know how evil and devilish and desperate Nigerian government actually is, knowing that it calls for emergency that this guy needs to be treated because of his health challenge, instead of Nigerian government responding to this very quick call, Nigerian government went on to, to deny Nnamdi Kanu that access or the opportunity, giving one crazy laws that I don't know where they brought it from. The Nigerian government is just adding to the constitution without proper, process. Is that how they do things? Is that how they do things? No, they don't do things that way. They don't do the things that way. More facts is attached. More facts. And I must tell you that it is not a welcomed one in any way. It is very disgusting and very, very embarrassing. Yes, very, very embarrassing to the core. The IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu, as it is still going through, is still going through the pains, and that is why it's very important for everyone like you and me not to give in or not to give up with the fight, because his freedom, according to his brother Keyunta and his lawyers, is very important. Bringing in this son to handle Nnamdi Kanu's case, I'm not saying that it's not a welcomed one. It is a very much welcomed one, but it is a means to delay and cause sluggishness to the trial of Nnamdi Kanu and make him stay more in detention until Tinubu, completes his 8 years, which is not going to happen. You understand? Yes, they know that Ejiofor and Ezekume are on the fast move, and they really want the freedom of the IPOB leader to be actualized very quickly. So when they saw this, they decided to what? To bring in the senior advocates. You see that, and take the case away from them. Anyway, I would like you to help share this video, let everyone be aware of this very development, and I still call it a victory because Ezekume and Ifeanyi Ejiofor are still very much the loyal to the IPOB leader, and they are still, sending advice to the lawyers handling the cases, and also surfacing once in a while to see how they can fit in. So please, let's share this video. Let's share it. Let's subscribe and send messages, because I would really like to read your message. All right. Thank you.